Is desperate times call for desperate measures right? Or is it simply an excuse we use to justify our actions when we think the ends justify the means? Not to be confusing, but yes, sometimes desperate situations require extreme responses. For example, the first known record of that statement was 2,500 years ago when Hippocrates, author of the Hippocratic Oath, wrote it in a medical journal in reference to treatment of a serious illness. But on the other hand, if the desperate measure is me lying through my teeth to avoid embarrassment or to get what I want, then it's just self-justification. No matter how important the end may seem to me, it does not justify lying as the means of accomplishing it. Today's Saturdays in the Psalms edition of Morning Minutes in the Bible and An American Missionary turns to a Psalm of David, which, according to the Hebrew editor, was written about a desperate time calling for a desperate action in his life. A Psalm of David, when he feigned madness before Abimelech, who drove him away and he departed. The marginal inscription of Psalm 34 by an unknown Hebrew scribe. We'll talk about the event tomorrow, but for now, let's examine David's post-event mindset. Thankfulness for God's deliverance. Because while it is impossible to know for sure if David was recalling that specific event when he wrote Psalm 34, we can know that it was a song of praise and thanksgiving for God's deliverance from danger. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul will make its boast in the Lord. The humble will hear it and rejoice. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked to him and were radiant, and their faces will never be ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. Psalm 34, verses 1 through 6. As we have noted several times in these Saturdays in the Psalms, despite his failures and moments of doubt, David always turned back to God with obedient faith. He would consistently bless, praise, and boast in Jehovah. He knew who heard, delivered, and saved him from every difficult situation. But most importantly, David knew it was God who saved him from his sin. Do we have the faith of David? Or do we lack that kind of faith and look for salvation from within ourselves or the world around us? His way leads to radiant joy. Our way leads to shame. It would be a shame for us to end up ashamed in the end. Will you trust God today? The choice is yours. Thank you for watching the Saturdays in the Psalms edition of Morning Minutes in the Bible and An American Missionary. Until next time, this is James McClenny helping you have a great day.